Alright, so the new project car, guys. I was sitting there the other day hatching some ideas, talking about some stuff, and you know, Dover's like, let's keep it simple. We don't want to go too crazy. I was like, yeah, you're right. We don't want to go too crazy. And about an hour later, well, I'm just going to show you. So like I said, about an hour later, it looked about like this. So we need to talk about this. All right, guys, so we were in the shop, we were talking, we were just kind of looking over the car. You know, this was shortly after we discovered, oh yeah, it had nitrous, it had this, you know, and it was filthy underneath. And we talked about it, and we like, you know what, it needs a rear main seal, obviously, which we'll go look at the motor in a second, but needed a rear main seal, pan gasket, valve cover gaskets, the whole 9 yards. And we're looking at the underside of the car, freaking nasty. And you know, it is what it is. 30-year-old car, it's had oil leaks, you know, much of its life, is what it is. So we talked about it, and it was like, let's just pull the motor. Let's just do it. And that, honestly, guys, that is the right way to do it. And if you can kind of see here, we've already been pressure washing and gotten most of the stuff. You still got quite a bit here, which obviously we're not done. But this was caked, guys. It was nasty. Completely caked with, you know, just grease and oil and everything else. But now you look at it, and, you know, there you go, southern, you know, northern guys. Look at that. That's why you come down south to buy your cars. Zero. None. Not even surface rust, for God's sake. But, yeah, it just made sense. And we're going to go in and we're going to look at what we had, you know, what we pulled out as far as the engine goes. But the engine bay looks phenomenal already. So a huge start on, you know, bringing this car back and just, you know, making it 100% better. So another thing that I wanted to talk about, off of another car that Dover had sold a while back. Here's the nitrous plate, guys. If you did not watch the video, this is what we found on the car. Stock car, basically. It had, somebody stuck a cam in it years ago, probably just for sound. Didn't really help on a stock motor at all. But it had friggin' nitrous on it. Yeah, so we found that. But look at this. Dover had this, like I said, off of another car. Entire kit. Yeah. I mean, if you're following me, you know, there's your little micro switch. Click, 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 click. We got solenoids. We got all the lines. You know, are you feeling me here? I don't know. So, you know, there's that. So what we're doing, guys, right now is brainstorming. And like I said, we're about to get in. Sorry for the shadows there. We're about to go inside, kind of take a look at the motor, and go over some ideas. Don't really know yet. All right, what up? What? We're talking about the project car and how we were going to keep it simple, and now the motor's out.
Really? To clean it simply.
Yes, yeah. And that, you know, realistically, guys, it does make sense. Now, not everybody's got the resources, you know, to lift it out and, sure, yeah, you know, make it an easy job. But we do here, so. What we got so far with the motor, I mean, it's a little dirty, but smog had been...
It's pretty dry, really.
Yeah. So, we're looking at the headers. The headers are junk. I mean, they're rusty BBKs, and I actually did find, I don't think we talked about this, but these are like SN95 headers with the external EGR, and like this tube like smashed down. So definitely need some headers. Rear main, obviously valve covers, obviously the motor mounts. You can see, guys, the pan is just pouring right there. Or maybe that's, I don't know. Actually, the heads look pretty dry.
Yeah, I think it's just the pan.
Just the pan. Had some leaks at the power steering pump. But I'm gonna give it the old wire brush and brake clean. Once we get all the gaskets swapped out. Water pump is probably seen better days. Let's see. Yeah, guys, I mean, you can see it's just been leaking its butt off forever. I mean, it's a 30-year-old car, is what it is. So this just gives us an opportunity to clean everything up and, you know, just kind of do it right. Overall, not too bad. For an old nitrous motor, right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Now, the transmission is apparently it was not PA, it was,
I don't know. It's a built T4.
yeah, it's...
Manual valve body.
Yeah, it's reverse manual valve body. There's the PA billet servo, and then it's got, what are we thinking, like 3,000, 3,800 converter?
There, yeah.
Something like that. So pretty healthy little
Shifts
converter.
great.
Yeah, I mean, it shifts phenomenal. Like, it's extremely firm. Dover didn't like the lines. They looked like spaghetti, so, you know, just makes sense to get that out. Two, and like I said in the first video, Silver Sport's been making suggestions of something. I don't know. We'll see. But, yeah, so it just kind of made sense. Pull everything out. Clean everything. Working on dirty cars and dirty engines suck. So, this is definitely the right way to do it. Injectors, we're getting those cleaned and flowed. You know, if they don't work, you know, 19 pounds pretty much grow on trees around here. So, but overall, rock solid. All right, guys, and just like that, we are back at the house. There's so many ways, so many directions we can go with the new project car, and like I said, we don't want to go too crazy, but we also we don't know what kind of opportunities might pop up. You know, if our Ford Racing rep is watching, you know, hit us up. Godzilla, maybe, I don't know. You know, there's a lot of options. There's a lot of different ways we can go. Right now, we're just, you know, just kind of doing the basics. You know, start with a good cleaning, addressing anything that's, you know, broken, you know, in really bad disrepair, stuff like that. LMR's got a ton of new parts coming out. I'll try to see, you know, what all they've got, you know, that we can throw on there and kind of show you guys some of those new parts. So I'm excited about that. I thought about a couple of things, like, you know, strip it down and, you know, spray it and all this other stuff. But I was like, man, the car is all there. Like, it still had a functioning smog pump on it. So for me, it was like, man, I really don't, you know, if the car was already beat and abused, that would be one thing. But this car was a true survivor. You know, it still had the smog pump work. We're still a little mind blown about that. It still functioned. It was still hooked to the belt. So don't really know. Please, guys, drop me a comment below. Let me know what you think. What direction would you like to see us go? Obviously, you know, wheels and tires. Lots and lots of cleaning. Everything's broken, fixed. But I don't know what other kind of opportunities are going to present themselves. And, you know, this could, I don't know. I really don't know. So, again, let us know what you think. What do you want to see with the car? And, you know, again, this is the giveaway. This is the next giveaway car. And, you know, the link is always in the description below if you want to sign up, give over $1,000 worth of parts and swag and gift cards and stuff every single month. And you get to watch the videos, you know, before anybody else gets to see them. So it's a pretty cool deal. And, you know, it's something we're going to continue to do. But we want these builds to be informative, entertaining, and then freaking awesome to give them to you. And that is the goal. So, yeah. All right, boys, and I did want to let you know, I did spend a few moments alone with my poor, neglected Coyote swapped. My fave, my baby. I did spend a few moments with it, and this is what I did. Yes, boys, I finally splurged and bought myself something, and I got the cup holder console. And I went ahead and did the armrest delete just to kind of clean things up. But again, got this from LMR. I got the one that's got the USBs, the dual USBs, and as you can see, freaking light up. How technological is that in a 30-year-old car? So yeah, and then, you know, obviously the cigarette lighter. I don't even know if anybody uses those anymore, but it's there nonetheless. The only issue I have, guys, because these come molded in, you know, in this kind of, you know, it's a standard basic gray, is up against the titanium, which is, you know, the color of this interior. It doesn't match up very well. So, you know, obviously going in, I knew it was going to probably need to be dyed. Where I'm a little bit worried is it's one thing to dye door panels or, you know, other things, but, you know, something like this that's going to have a lot of moisture, going to be banged around, you know, with cups or drinks and stuff. I just don't know how well a dye is going to hold up in, I mean, that's like the worst of the worst environment for a dyed panel. So, it's not horrible as far as the match, but, we're just going to roll with it for now. What are you going to do? The last and final note, I know everybody's been like, when are you going to get the other red seat? Well, I tell you what, go on LMR or go on the Corvo website and try to buy it. And it's because they're ridiculously back ordered. Like, that seat took me, I want to say it was 4 months for me to get that seat in the red. I want the freaking red. I love the red. So that is why we still have this seat here. Other ones right there. And like I said, for the new project car, Project Two-Tone is what I'm calling it right now. I think these seats are going to go in Project Two-Tone. And like I said, my car is a 92, so it doesn't have that pull-out thigh bolster right there. But the color's the same, and my seats are pretty much freaking mint. And a lot of the reason I put that in there is because I wanted to keep them mint. But that's kind of the what. Yeah. The red seat is coming, I promise. Alright guys, so that is pretty much going to wrap it up for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, drop me a comment below. Also, do not miss Ford Takeover. You're about a month out, and I'm telling you guys, we're going to get to a point where we may have to turn people away. That's how insane it's going to be this year. I mean, when I say insane, you guys saw the videos from last year. It's going to be nuts, and you are not going to want to miss it. Cruise, dyno competition, pre-meet, drag racing, car show, mobile dyno, swap meet, freaking manufacturers midway with all the top brands, guys, that are going to be there. LMR is going to be there. Stifler's is there. May have Holly, Detroit Speed. We will have Scram Speed, Florida Performance, Drag Life. And I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody. Brutal Vlogs is going to be in the midway beside me, and Speed X731. Just be there, and I'll see you there.